At a time where golf clubs have never cost as much, what if I told you there's a secret driver that only I have that is going to be coming to the market and is going to cost you just £250? Hi everyone, my name's James Robinson. Welcome back to this YouTube channel, and I'm of course talking about the new 11 NH1 driver. Now, I'm really excited about this. I've been working closely with the guys at 11 for a number of months now, and I got to review their 11 hybrids, the full hybrid set, which obviously my dad absolutely loved before. Unfortunately, he's no longer here anymore. I don't know why I've said that, but I had to do. So, 11 driver, what is this about? How good is it? The NH01, and you can see what this is generally all about. For me, this looks like it's going to be all about forgiveness. We have a single weight in the back of this driver, which is designed to help you with that MOI to push CG back and help you hit more fairways. We have adjustment between 3 degrees. You can go 2 up, you can go 1 down. You can of course adjust the lie angle as well. And shaft wise, look at what this comes as stock with. We have the KBS TD shaft, and this for me is probably worth the £250 that you would be spending on this driver. We're going to test it today out here on the golf course and for numbers and see just how it can stack up. I've got it in 10.5, you can get it in 10.5, 9.5 or even 12. I didn't think I had a ball then, but I have. So let's go. We've got a special guest on the channel as well today, so stay tuned for that. But first impressions with this driver, it looks phenomenal, and I saw somebody actually hit the prototype of this 350 yards. It was actually the guy that designed it, Nick. So Nick, hats off to you, because that's incredible. Can we hit it that far today? Probably not, but the head design, this is the first time I've looked down at it because it's been all wrapped up and I wanted to share the unveiling with you guys, but that looks absolutely gorgeous. It actually looks very similar to the old Bridgestone drivers, and I thought their head shapes were as good, if not better, than any of them. I really hope this feels and sounds as good as it looks, because for £250, the guys at 11 claim this is as good as anything else on the market. So, without any further ado, oh wow. That felt so easy, and that is that's gone miles. Right, I said we had a special guest, and this wouldn't be a driver review without this man. Oof. Well, not him. Bobby, you're right.
Bobby's straight in.
Look at Bobby with a hood up as well.
I know.
Chris, what are your thoughts on this? Because that looks delightful.
Yeah, again, looks a little bit smaller down there. Nice small profile. Certainly looks nice behind it. And again, like you say, with the shaft, it's a bit of a premium shaft.
And a super stroke grip as well. One of the things that a lot of these companies are doing, the companies are bringing you really affordable, good quality golf products, is put good components. Is put good quality premium components in there, such as shaft, such as grip, and then if you can manufacture a head to do a job, you're going to be doing quite well. Also a lovely thick leather head cover as well. Some people might care about that, some people might not. Chris, I'm keen to hear your opinions on this after hitting it. That's ridiculous.
Again, like you say, launch is nice and easy, feels solid off the face, and again, a great launch. I like the sound of it actually. Sometimes when you think cheaper, you think it's going to sound very tinny.
You do, and for £250, I asked myself, what can you get brand new on the market today? I think we might get to test this against something that's brand new on the market today, maybe the PXG with a similar shaft in there, because obviously that would be an upcharged shaft. But we'll also do another video maybe testing it against something that would be second-hand for that price and see what would come out on top, because for 250 quid, well done, chaps. So, two pretty good drives there. Mine's nice in the fairway, just short of the bunker. Chris's has gone in the bunker. Whenever you go in this bunker, that's quite a big hit. I mean, you probably wouldn't have thought you'd have reached it, would you?
No, again, the strike was pretty good. A little bit towing, it's still gone a long way.
Not much run either. I think I've got quite lucky not to go in the bunker realistically. Let's get on the next tee and see just how long and forgiving this driver potentially is. So when spending this amount of money on a driver, what would you expect? What would you anticipate to get regards to ball speed and forgiveness and all that important stuff? So let's hit a couple more and then let's jump in the studio and see exactly what we do get, because personally, I don't think I would want to sacrifice anything spending £250, but are you sacrificing anything? Because you've got the good looks, you've got the shelf appeal, you've got the visible tech in there with that back weight, and you've also got the premium shaft. So there's nothing really that shouldn't work here. I'm going to put this out there. This is actually, because it's so simple and so traditional looking, it's probably one of the best looking drivers I've come across this year, certainly in that kind of top demographic. Wow. Can we just have a word for that? Because that's on string. I was good, that's like literally straight down the middle of that fairway, and I was gonna like stand here and hit you loads of drives and just say, oh, this one's moving that way, this one's moving this way. To be honest, I'm tempted to leave it at that because I don't think I can hit a better one than that, but can we hit a worse one, and can we get a test of the forgiveness? Because it's almost like, Chris mentioned earlier off camera about the size of the toe, and I don't mind that because I think it's not really an offset, it's just more of a design style and shape, so I'm really happy with that. And I mentioned the Bridgestone earlier, it's also like a almost Titleist TS3-esque, that kind of shape. So with the fact that it's available in so many different lofts and shapes and sizes, right, I've really gone after that one as well. And they're both bang smack down the middle of this par 5. That one was actually bottomy as well, if I'm being brutally honest. I wanted to test it for forgiveness, and that one was just out of that kind of bottom area there. Chris, let's send another one down. The more I hit this, the more I'm impressed with it. Almost looks burner-esque, you could say, on the bottom.
It does, yeah, and again, good ball flights there. 10.5 degrees, hasn't just shot up, has it?
No, I have actually, I put that down to 9.5 with the adjustability. But still, sometimes it does look toed in when you do that, and it's, it still looks nice and flat, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just looks neutral.
Oh, that's massive. You've taken the corner on there as well.
Kind of great ball. It just sounds good, and again, that was bottoming, but the flight there, it hasn't spun up, so you can see where that was struck. So right in the middle, but very low on the face, but it didn't spin up.
I can't wait to test this inside for numbers. I haven't actually done it yet. Often when I do these tests, I already know the numbers, but I'm really excited to get inside and see just how it performs. Then we'll see where they've finished, and finish with a nice long drive competition with this 11 NH01. Okay, so let's talk numbers for this 11 NH01 driver. Now, I can't quite come to grasp with how good this looks and how good it feels for £250. The guys at 11 have said if you want to go and get one, they will do a discount code for this video, so it's JR10 in the link in the description below if you want to go and get it. For me, I think that all the stuff that goes in it, all the components that go in it, really do speak volumes as to what the guys at 11 are trying to achieve, and the fact they're doing it at 250 quid really does bode well for the future of golf. And that felt really good. A little bit high, tiny bit left. What's it going to be? 260. 158 ball speed realistically, so that's not too bad at all. Can we get that spin rate down? That's going to be the key here. Oh, that felt really good. That felt really good. Look at this. 272, running up to 300, 291, but spinning at 1800, ball speed 161. And I'm not really that loose yet, I'll admit it. I'm not really that loose as a goose. So it can perform. That was toey as well. And this is one thing I really enjoy testing on these clubs. Like, I've hit that quite badly, and it's still up there at 274. Spin was a little bit high, ball speed dropped down to 158. 158 ball speed on a toe strike. I'm going to take that all day. Okay guys, so when I finally stopped talking and started testing this driver for numbers and concentrating on the swing, I actually found some really interesting things. It really did start to feel quite solid. It felt more forgiving than potentially what I was giving it credit for, and actually I was getting some pretty decent numbers. The longest I was getting was around kind of 276, shortest was down into the 260s. You can see I've compared it against the TSR3 because I was testing that day. Ball speed's a couple of miles an hour off. It was a little bit of a higher spin rate, so potentially if I could get that spin rate down, you'll see that I would manage to get it a little bit further. But all in all, for the price, I really don't think that's a bad option if you're wanting a brand new driver in 2024. Okay, so as we get down here, you won't believe how close my two are. That is literally, you could throw a blanket over those, and that's exactly what I'm looking for when testing a driver. Yes, it's nice that it goes a long way. You will have seen the numbers, I don't know them yet. Maybe it performs good, maybe it doesn't, but the consistency factor, I mean, look where he is.
Hello, I'm over here.
That's massive. Yours was a little bit lower, wasn't it? Maybe a better spin rate on that one. But yeah, we're going to finish this with a long drive competition on the next hole. There's water left. You can't afford to hit a bad one with the 11 NH01. Okay, so before I beat Chris with a long drive competition with this 11 driver, you know it's going to happen.
It's downwind today.
It is downwind. That bunker might be in reach. Anyway, let's talk about the price, because the price is one of the big reasons why maybe you guys are still watching, and one of the big reasons why I were really excited to test this club. £250.
Yep. So I mean, the hybrids were a good price.
Yeah.
I mean, value for money, obviously, and then this. Really, if you're getting this and the full set of the hybrids, it's going to be probably half price of if you went full any brand. I'll not name any brand.
No, but I mean, so you think about, so that club, the PXG drive that I'm using at the moment with that shafting's like would be £700 near enough. 250 quid with the upcharged shaft, and
Yeah.
I think it's a really good way of getting people into the game, because golf has started to get a little bit too expensive, and some people might say it's always been too expensive. Unfortunately, that's the way of the world and the way things are going. The fact these companies keep producing, I think, is exceptional. I'd certainly think about maybe that in the bag and the 2 or 3 hybrid.
Yep.
Even for me, so the full set maybe, yeah, someone of a higher handicap, but certainly the driver and the hybrid in the bag.
It's one of those as well, like you say, obviously. If it was a PXG, £700, is it £700 worth? Do you have that just because of the bag appeal of having a PXG head cover? Is it actually helping you get better, or could this do just the same job?
Feels like it comes off very hot.
Yeah, I like the sound. It does feel solid. Again, they're pretty centred. Not as low off the face as the last one, so
Up the
something
right
to
hand
beat.
side, let's see if, because it's not turning over on you either. Your bad one's a bit of that turning over one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, head shape, I'm very, very intrigued and impressed with it.
I just don't think there's too much as well. Very,
Subtle.
yeah. It's social.
They're bang next to each other. Let's get down there and let's see. I'm not sure, because that feels like it's come off so hot as well. Just there. Let's go and see who's taking the spoils. Well, I can't believe it, but these, I mean, to be fair, you knocked it past me further on the last hole. That's a victory for you, Christopher.
You closed the gap.
I have closed the gap. Guys, if you're interested, I will put a link below for 11's Instagram page and website. I think what they're doing is very, very special, bringing us good quality golf products at affordable prices. So check them out if you would like. I believe this is the first in the country, so if you want to try and get hold of one, DM the guys over on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all at the same time tomorrow. Goodbye.